Many people have misconceptions of Africa. Because a lot of the information in our textbook is old and biased, it often obscures the way many people think and view Africa. This misinformation has carried into our everyday perceptions of and discussions about Africa. African history should and needs to be studied because it contributes to the knowledge of ourselves and the world, mainly through tracing back peoples and customs to their origins in Africa. To find out specific things that people know about Africa, we asked our questions to random passerbys in Market Square and in Hodges Library. Where did humans originate?
I'm not really sure. It's a good question, actually.
In Africa.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
I took an anthropology class and learned about it.
Well, I mean, wasn't the world like one continent? So I guess on that Pangea, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
So there.
I would not. I think the Far East, but I don't know.
I think humans originated in Africa, in the motherland. If you look at history, of the Bible, it tells you that everything started in the motherland. And if you listen to the history of the world, like of science and all that good stuff, it tells you that Pangea is the originator of all life in Africa, in the motherland.
I would say around the Middle East or in that general area.
From what I've learned and what I've read, I feel like humans originated in Africa, and also like visiting McClone Museum here at the university. They have like the exhibits that shows where like humans kind of started and all that. So I feel like that's
Africa, and probably Eastern Africa. And why? I guess I've just read about it, heard about it in school and on TV programs like National Geographic, things like that.
Where did agriculture and pastoralism originate?
Well, I'm sure Europe. That we got a lot of our ideas from Europe. No, I think Germany brought a lot of agricultural things when they came into the valley over there, the Shenandoah Valley. They're the ones that put the plow in the ground and originated a lot of farming beginnings for us.
I'm going to say like the Fertile Crescent, like the Mediterranean, well not the Mediterranean, that's not the Fertile Crescent, like present day Iraq, Iran, like Persia. Because it's supposed to be called the cradle of civilization, so I think agriculture was one of the main things that we had to have before we could have like civilization. So yeah.
The birth of humans was in Africa. I would say that it originated in Africa. Just a wild guess. And how they developed would be because people had to find a way to live with agriculture and pastoralism that deals with the land and building that and growing that, and you have to eat to survive, and a lot of that comes from the land.
I would say a lot of the stuff, like at least around here, from like Native American cultures, and because that's who was here before we were. So
My guess is, I don't know, maybe like Asia or Europe, something like that.
But I always thought between the Tigris and Euphrates River is where all like civilization began, kind of like in that area.
In Africa.
Okay, how?
Because they had to survive. And I think that's because people needed a way to survive, and people were no longer nomads, so they couldn't just scavenge around, moving around looking for food. So once they finally settled in a place, they had to learn how to work the land where they lived.
Where did metallurgy originate?
probably from Europe because of the Renaissance.
Romans, maybe, like, yeah, in Rome or Greece, yeah.
Is there a reason why?
I always associate metal making with the Greeks for some reason.
I believe ironworkings first began in Africa as well.
I think that those probably originated, like they developed independently in different places, because like in Mesoamerica you see like the Aztec gold stuff, and then you see that in other places too. So I don't really know if there's one specific place.
In Africa. What I read in class and like the teachings from my professors.
Europe? That would be my best guess. I have no idea.
Also maybe Africa, I don't know.
Maybe Egypt or somewhere like that?
I would say in Europe, yeah, in the probably in the Roman Empire, early Roman Empire, when they first started going to got away from the Bronze Age and went over into iron.
Where did aspects of society originate?
There's definitely stuff in Egypt, so in Africa, stuff in Persia, in China, everywhere. I don't know.
I feel like it was pieced from different places. You know, like they got this idea from this place and maybe this idea from this place, like how to run certain things, and the ideas that they had came from the little places that they were taken from.
Well, this country was settled earliest primarily by Europeans. And if you look at an American city versus a European city, you'll see an awful lot of similarity.
Yeah, I would say the similar area of Greek and Romans, just since I know that that's where a lot of our current language is derived from.
It probably started in Africa just because of King Tut and all them guys. The ancient pharaohs, ancient Egyptian kings were actually Egypt, and Egypt's in Africa.
I think every culture has it. I don't know that it, like, I don't know that I would say that it originated from a certain place. I think it just is like a natural thing that will occur whether or not it comes from someone else or not.
Asia, I don't know. They seem like they have like developed, highly developed society because like I know their like ships and things like that were like way more advanced than what they had in Europe at the time as well, and that their society has been pretty old.
From the interviews, many people believe that humans and a lot of our customs originated in places like Rome, Greece, Asia, and the Middle East, and from peoples like the Europeans, Native Americans, and Asians. However, through archaeological findings and science, we know these conceptions not to be true. Humans originated in Africa, but all living humans descend from mitochondrial Eve who resided in Southwest Africa. The different types of agriculture and pastoralism originated in Africa due to the different types of terrain on the continent. Evidence suggests that metallurgy originated in several areas of Africa around the same time. It was traded throughout the continent, and that's how several different societies began making different metal-based products. Several different languages, both spoken and written, were developed in Africa. Other civilizations then pulled aspects from that to build their own languages. Several different aspects of architecture and art were also pulled from varying African societies. Because there are so many misconceptions about Africa, it is important that we study its history, especially in knowing the origins of humans and civilization.